Off that start line, keep those tires from smoking.
It's not pretty, but Lagana's going to get it done. An 088 like 584 on and off the throttle a number of times, but he goes to another final here at Epping.
Terry McMillan's car hiked the front end up, and what happens when you do that is, watch at the right side of your screen. Sometimes you'll hit that wheelie bar just hard enough to loosen up those rear tires and get them to spinning. Lagana did the same thing. It looked like he may have grabbed a handful of brake. Lagana to the top end first, heads to the final.
Tough track conditions out there in the heat of the day, sun beating down it. You did your job, Bobby. You drove, you pedaled it, you take the win.
Yeah, we racing Terry. He's a great driver, great competitor, great friend. He's got the same sponsor we got. It's great. Evan's got some cars in the final. Maybe Scotty will win. We'll have an all-Torco final. I'm sure he's going to be real happy. My dad, see him? He's mad again. But we'll see what happens in the final. Last year we made it to the final here, and we raced the Greek. And who knows? It's just everybody keeps us going. All my friends at home, my sisters, people are getting married and engaged, and I don't know. But anyways, Bob Atchison, man, we're thinking about you too.
He is a happy camper, no doubt about it. We'll find out how he does and who he's going to meet in that final round of competition. The next two guys coming up here will be TJ Zizzo and your pick, Scotty Cannon.
That's right. It's your pick against my pick, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
That's right. Well, somebody's going to the house. I hope it's going to be you. In the case of you taking TJ and me taking Scotty and our pick for the fifth. TJ Zizzo needs this round win, though. He was fortunate enough to take Bruce Litton out in round number one and overtake that points lead. Based on the numbers, TJ ran that 66, Scotty ran the 71. They were both big on speed. This pretty well is a pick'em drag race. We saw some tire smoke in both lanes, though, so far here in the semifinals.
And TJ with a much better reaction time here in the semifinals than he had in round one. Does a nice job, 489 in the heat of the day.
And I'll tell you what, this is just a good old-fashioned drag race right here. Both cars leave the starting line. Scotty's front end starts hiking up and actually moves the car around. At that point, I believe, his car was actually in the lead. In any case, now watch the car right side of your screen. Now look at the cones as these cars go down track. At the 8th of mile, it looks like Cannon, but that's where he hikes the front end up and then starts kicking the rear tires loose. There goes the blower belt. Zizzo to the final.
Okay, TJ, you ran low ET of the round. You got a bit out of the groove, but you still take the win and you're going to a final.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You know, went out there, I saw a lot of guys having troubles out there. So guess what? You know, you got in the back of your mind, all right, TJ, just get the car on the racetrack, nice and smooth. It went out there, launched pretty good. It started quivering a little bit harder and a little bit harder. I'm like, okay, what do I do now? You know, you're making a split-second decision. What do I do? So I got out of the throttle and got back in it. Maybe I didn't have to do that, but you know what? I wanted to save that run. I never saw him, so I just wanted to make sure that we got to the finish line first.
We're back here at the Noel Gas Motorsports Nitro Jam Series. The finals have been set in both pro categories of Top Fuel and Nitro Funny Car. We'll get to that in just a moment, but first we want to talk to you about our Night of Fire.
You just got done seeing two Nitro Funny Cars get down the track. Pro Stock, Pro Modified, Nitro Funny Car, Alcohol Funny Cars you're looking at right here. We have got it all. Once again, Top Fuel and Nitro Funny Cars as well. And the Pro Mod machines all under the lights. Blower versus nitrous and the Night of Fire. And we wrap it up here with Top Fuel cars. And of course, a great jet car show and fireworks.
That's how we wrap it all up. Now we're going to take you to the finals in some of our sportsman categories. We'll start things off with Top Dragster.
That's right, Wayne Hoffman and Jeff Brown here in the final round. Now these are dial-in race cars, 725, 726. You might as well call this a heads-up matchup. No staggering this Wayne Dalton Christmas tree here in the sportsman category, Top Dragster. Watch the drivers are looking over one another. Who's going to take the strike? It is going to be Wayne Hoffman. 725 on a 725. Brown breaks out by 1.
180 miles an hour as well. Next up, this will be the Super Rod category. The dial-in here at 990 for both cars. The 990 index set by the IHRA. They want to run as close to that mark as possible without going quicker. Both drivers, the same exact reaction time, 008 for both. Chuck Rothermill will line up alongside Charlie Konopik. Konopik in the near lane, he runs plus 051, Rothermill plus 021, and picks up the win.
Over to quick rod category, it's going to be Joe Hoyle. Look at that gorgeous roadster right there of Jim DiTucci. DiTucci, a local runner here at Epping, New Hampshire, at the New England Dragway, week in and week out. A lot of guys involved with this race car, and a hometown favorite as well. Good-looking dragster on the far side is Joe Hoyle. Once again, this is the 890 category. As the drivers look back and forth to one another, who's going to take the stripe? It's going to be DiTucci. Look at the numbers. Hoyle breaks out by 3. DiTucci's 003 and dead on with a 3. 6,000 package for the margin.
Next up is a no box and box race. This is for all the goods in ET bracket racing. Alan Elliott will be in the near lane with the dragster. Scott Curtis in the far lane with the Monte Carlo. The Monte Carlo will get the big heads-up start here. No delay box is what that means. No box is no delay box. Then in the dragster, lets his finger off the button. The car takes off, tries to track him down at the other end. Two big-time differences in speed in ET, but the win will go to Scott Curtis.
Now the final in stock eliminator, a very rare occurrence. Only in stock and super stock can you find two class cars in the same category in the final. What's that mean? It is a heads-up drag race. No more dial-ins here, ladies and gentlemen. It's the first to the finish line. The quicker of the two cars is the far side, the Camaro Jim Bedreau. Alongside is Gregory Gay. Now Gay's better off the start line by 700ths, but Bedreau, who dialed a 58 in the previous round, shuts the timers off with a 10:41. He's slower off the tree, but has the better race car. Bedreau, your champion in stock.
Next up is Super Stock and Joe Santangelo Jr. inside of the Camaro in the far lane. The GTH automatic car lined up next to the winningest sportsman driver in IHRA history, Anthony Bertazzi, inside of the Super Stock B Stock car in the near lane. Big-time wheel stands for both competitors, but it's Bertazzi who goes red, misses it by 10,000ths of a second. The win back to Joe. Excellent job for him. Clicks it off early and rolls across the stripe.
I got to tell you, did you see Joe's arm come out the window and he started waving it? When you beat the multi-time world champion, baby, you've done something. No doubt about it. And when he gets up far in the racetrack, the tech guys will probably give him a rousing about that. All right, final round top sportsman. Racing Jason Lynch, driving Mike Zarilla's Bullet Motorsports machine, taking on the second winningest driver in IHRA history in sportsman category, Gary Bingham. Top sportsman dial-in drag racing, 725, 718. Racing Jason will take the win. Jason goes through 719, 1 over, and Gary Bingham takes a bite of stripe, a little too much and breaks out by 1. Now, Summit Super Series with 10 grand cash, 4-link dragster, turnkey, Aruba Vacation, Gold Card, Diamond Ring, and Ironman. That's all for the box category. No box category, same deal. 10 grand from Summit. This time you get a brand new Harley Davidson from Ray Price, a golf cart from Ronnie Davis, along with an Aruba Vacation, Diamond Ring, Ironman, and the Gold Cart for the Summit Racing Equipment Super Series no box category.
Cool stuff, and while you're at one of our events, make sure you stop by for some of that official IHRA merchandise and the Noel Gas Motorsports Series.
Absolutely. You can't leave without your event t-shirt for yourself and somebody back at home, one of your friends, one of your neighbors, or one of your relatives. Either way, you got to take them home. Anything you want. The DVD is a great must-have item. Great Christmas gift as well. Here at the track or at the IHRA.com.
Oh, there's a good shot at one of our speed cameramen going to work here as we get ready for the finals in the Nitro Funny Car category with an Old Gas Motorsports Nitro Jam Series here at the Emily Oil North American Nationals. And in that final round will be Dale Creasy Jr., who defeated Terry Haddock and Andy Kelly.
Mike Smith took out the likes of Jeff Deal as well as Bob Gilbertson to make his way into his first Nitro Funny Car final of the season.
Congratulations to him as we take a look at that spectacular